Hi, I'm Someone the Elusive Fangirl, and I'm back for episode 6 of Scumbag System. Last episode, we had the last two battles of the matches against the Demon Clan. We had Liu Mingyan versus Xua Hualing, the most beautiful character in the novel, versus the Saintess of the Demon Clan and the leader of the demons who are there, which in the end turned out to be a dance battle, which we didn't even get to see the conclusion of because Shen Yuan was distracted by thinking about Liu Binghe, and he happened to be turned away at the moment that Liu Mingyan lost. So he didn't even get to see the conclusion to the battle that he was so excited to see in the first place. After that, we had a really nicely animated and interesting fight between Liu Binghe and Hammer Elder, or Elder Hammer, whatever the demon's name was. And Liu Binghe came to a realization about what he believed Shen Qingque had been teaching him, which was to make him tougher and stronger so that he could stand up against demons and anyone else he needed to in the future. So he looked back on all the torture he'd been through and all his hardship and worked out that because recently Shen Yuan had actually been treating him better, that all along it must have been for his own good, and therefore he'd rationalised everything that the old and the original Shen Qingque had done to him. But it was a really sweet moment when he suddenly became enlightened to his master's true intent and became so much stronger because he believed in himself because his master was believing in him. So that was great to see. So he won, and then whilst going to his master to get some praise, the demon snuck up behind him, ready to stab him, only for Shen Qingque to push Luo Binghe out of harm's way, and instead the demon managed to prick him with one of the horns on his armour, which was tainted with the no cure poison. And so now Shen Qingque, or Shen Yuan, is under no cure's effect. So we're going to see what happens to his cultivation because of it. He has now tried to convince Xia Huiling to agree to a palm. What do they call it? The thing where they meet palms and test their cultivation. I can't remember what it's called right now. It's really annoying me. Anyway, they're basically going to do a face-off with their cultivation to show that the Heaven Sky Clan, or Sky Heaven Clan, whatever they call it, will not stand for just being intruded upon by demons and for them to have no consequences. So it's to teach them a lesson. However, it seems that the no cure poison seemed to be messing with his cultivation, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Otherwise, I don't have much to say, except from if you wish to talk about spoilers in the comments, as long as it's not pertaining to the end of the book, which I still have not read, then feel free to do so. But please put spoilers at the start of your comments so anyone who has only watched the Donghua can avoid them and not get spoiled. Otherwise, thank you for all of the support you've shown so far for this series, and that's it. So let's get to it. Still love this opening song. We have also watched now half the series, half of the first season even. Really hope that they're going to do a second season considering how popular it has been. So I hope it's been enough for them to be allowed to make another series, because I'll be so upset if this doesn't get a continuation. I like this OST. Why do you keep protecting him? I know. It's instinct now. Palm strike. Remembered what it was. Palm strike. That's what it's called. Good on him. Now he's got backup. Aww. A little bit pouty. No, he's taking your spotlight now. Yeah. Nice. There's the big sword. This is your place, by the way. Don't destroy it too much. It's already been damaged quite a bit. Oh, he's so concerned. Ah. Oh. Oh. Oh, the touch. Oh. Oh, he's so pretty. What the heck? His eyes. Oh, I kind of remember a bit of what happens here, just a little bit, so I am happy and excited. Oh, go on, Liu Binghe, you can do it too. Stop it. No, stop it. Stop it. Oh, he's still so meek. Oh. Yeah, because the thing is, he's realised that you're Shen Yuan, but not that you're a different person, just that you have a different personality to what he originally thought. Oh, gets to have his food. Oh. Oh my god. So always has some ready. It's such a cute scene and everyone's being noisy. Oh. Doesn't want to be spoon fed. Oh my god. Oh, Binghe's so happy. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that face. Oh my god. Oh my god, these faces. Oh my god. Yes, yes, cook for him every day. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're being so soft. He's just agreed to be cooked for every day. Even knowing that it's a line that he would say to his harem. Is he not? He doesn't get it. It's so silly he doesn't get it. Because he's from our time. He knows. Mm-hmm. Which is a problem. He still has to fall. The way he's sitting is really cute. I wonder who might volunteer themselves. You need someone to protect you. Everyone's blaming themselves. Everyone's been really dramatic. They can't know that he's weak. I wonder why. I love his eyeshadow. You can't tell me it's something else. He has eyeshadow on. Oh, Ming Fan. Don't. Oh, and he's just cooking for his master, happily. He's already done a load. Oh my god, that is a lot. He's too competent. You cannot complain. He's happy to do all the things now because he's convinced himself it's for his own good. Ooh, a nightmare. Dagger. I don't remember him calling. How is Shen Yuan so oblivious? How is he so oblivious? Oh, he is like a puppy. Ding pup. Mm-hmm. But he's wanted to see you. You want to see him. Oh, sorry, he's very pretty. Oh, the blank faces. It's like nice and creepy. Yeah, stick with your Shijun. I was about to check my internet connection. I didn't realise it was the end of the episode. It was a really cute episode. Oh, I remembered about Luo Binghe cooking for Shen Qingque, so I was excited to see that. And oh my god, both of them were so soft this episode. All the expressions, they were so cute. I'm really glad that they didn't change much of that at all. Even if they changed some details, possibly the main core of it was there. Especially the fact that Shen Yuan was thinking, why is he doing this to me? This is something he's meant to be doing to a member of his harem. That kind of thing. Shen Yuan's so stupid. He's so oblivious. Like, he's not stupid, but he's so oblivious. He hasn't realised that how big an impact that he's already had. I mean, he should, because of how many points he's got from changing Shen Qingque's personality and like giving him more mystery and changing plots already. The fact that he already stopped Le Qingge from actually dying, and that already worked to his advantage because now he was able to back him up when he didn't have any spiritual power for the palm strike. So that was already paid off. I do not care about the quality of the other models like at all, and I think I said this earlier in an earlier episode that actually I quite like it because since the novel appears like a game to Shen Yuan, then it works quite well. Just because we get scenes like the ones in this episode, especially with a load of close-ups, which works super well because the expressions in the models are super good, but we get to see how beautiful the models are. They have put so much detail into them, it's insane. Luo Binghe's voice when Shen Yuan was collapsing after the palm strike and after they chased away the demon clan was just so pitiful. Like, he felt so bad, felt obviously so bad, and when he was peeking in on Mingfan, like greeting Shen Qingque, and he was like all huddled up next to the door, not wanting to come in, wanting to interrupt, and being very shy and ashamed of himself for putting his master in that position. And then Shen Yuan just helping him feel better, and him accepting for Luo Binghe to cook his meals every day because he likes his cooking so much, and it makes Luo Binghe so happy. It's so domestic. I love it. I'm so glad they kept it. Even if this is a Sworn Brothers situation with this Donghua, because censoring, I'm glad that they're putting enough out there for the fans and even for people who haven't read the novel to understand why Luo Binghe is doing stuff. And I love the fact that Luo Binghe has become super competent because Shen Qingque was making him do all the chores, and even when he was meditating for 3 years, I'm sure Mingfan and the other disciples would have made sure that he was doing all the chores in the meantime. But that's so much time doing all the chores and doing all the hard work that he will have become just so competent at any of the normal stuff. His cultivation still needs a little work, but we even saw then, especially because Shen Qingque or Shen Yuan gave him the proper manual with some extra stuff, including how to use talismans, that he is actually pretty strong in cultivation as well, and he's very agile, so his body's well trained. He just needs a little bit more in cultivation, a little bit more tutoring from his Shijun. I'm so glad it's managed to capture the feeling of, I'm guessing, this is as someone who's read the novel, so I'm guessing the people who are new to Donghua are experiencing what I felt in the novel, which is we just see Shen Yuan saying all these things about, not understanding Luo Binghe's reasons for being so happy or so downhearted about certain things, when it's just about Shen Qingque, who is bullying him so much, and how could he forget all this stuff, etc. Because he's so oblivious to his own actions and how they affect people, and how Luo Binghe's attitude towards him has already completely changed. from how it originally was in the novel. It's not just the fact that the models are pretty, the amount of detail they've put into the expressions, all of Shen Yuan's smiles in this episode, you could tell when it was a genuine smile and when he was feeling a little bit awkward about something, like it was really obvious. Like they managed to make it more into a slight grimace when he was slightly awkward or not quite sincere about whatever he's smiling about, and yet he was just kind of soft and melting under Lo Binghe's care. Like he just looked so happy and content when he was like lying back and stuff, thinking about how he'll get to indulge himself in Lo Binghe's cooking. I am so impressed by the Donghua team. They have done a really good job. I was, when they first announced it was a 3D Donghua, way back when they first announced, which was a long time ago now, maybe like, was it a couple of years ago? And they first showed the trailer. At first I was really concerned because I personally haven't watched any 3D Donghua, but I'd seen clips before just through other stuff. The biggest thing I'd heard about 3D Donghua was that if it's by certain studios, the expressions can be quite stiff and pretty unchanging. And that for me is a huge part of animation, which I love, is looking at characters' expressions. I'm an empath, and the two biggest things that have a big impact on me being able to feel someone else's emotions are facial expressions and their voice, which is why having good voice actors and really good facial animation is super important to me. So the fact that they've put so much detail into facial expressions on the main two characters here, and some of the side characters as well, actually, they've got some pretty good facial expressions, but Lo Binghe and Shen Qingque have just got the best facial expressions, minute, tiny expressions that they do. And the voice actors are also very good, especially Wu Lei is just so brilliant in his role as, actually I'd say roles, because he is playing essentially three different roles in this. He is playing as Shen Yuan, who is playing as Shen Qingque, but he also plays the original Shen Qingque, so he has to play three different roles, and he manages to differentiate them super well. The contrast between when he's playing Shen Qingque and when he reverts to the inner thoughts of Shen Yuan is so brilliant that it almost always makes me laugh or makes me smile. They have managed to turn me from a skeptic about the 3D Donghua to actually I will consider watching more 3D Donghua in the future. I know there are some really well animated ones out there, I just haven't personally watched them myself because I'm so used to 2D animation outside of films that I was hesitant to try it because I am so used to very high quality 3D animation that I thought I might be more picky, but actually they have won me over. This adaptation is a really nice adaptation, and I'd be happy to recommend it to people because I was already recommending the book to people. However, I'd be happy for them to watch this and then read the book. I have a vague memory of what happens in the Dreamland, and so I won't say much about what I expect because I feel like some of it will be more of me remembering than me trying to figure out things from what we've seen, because we haven't seen a lot. Otherwise, this was a really nice episode, very sweet, very cute, very wholesome. So I can't wait for next week to be able to watch episode 7. I hope to see you all then. Bye bye.